Hey there, it's Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. And today, what you see in front of you is a little project that I've been working on. I think I mentioned it, I don't know, in a previous video. So, today is going to be a tutorial on how I make these sweet little zine holders. It's like a mini album for the zines that have been flying around the world the last few weeks. And let me start off by saying what a zine is, okay? A zine is like a small booklet that you make out of 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You make one of them, and then you photocopy it or you mass produce it on the photocopier, and then you have this lovely little book to send out, to your friends. So if you want instructions on how to make this beautiful little book, please head on over to Crafty Hodges, where she has a tutorial on how to make them. I think she's made about 4 now, and they are just so super cute. So, as the zines have been flying to and from my house, which has been so lovely, I decided I wanted to have a special place to put them, okay? And I thought, what a better way of keeping them all together than to just make a little mini album using some note card envelopes, okay? So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Super simple to do and really fun, okay? And then you can decorate the cover if you want. You don't have to, whatever you want to do. So on the inside, what I've done is in each of these little pockets, the envelope pockets, whoops, that needs to be glued down, doesn't it? They hold the different zines that I've received over the last few weeks, okay? And then around the edges of the pockets, I have used their envelopes that some people have made or some people have decorated, whatever the case is, and I use those little bits to decorate my the little pockets, right? So each book holds 8 zines, okay? So here, now I'm gonna tell you, this is what it looks like in the end. I have this is just a hairband to keep it together, although you could go crazy and, put like an organza ribbon underneath this piece of duct tape and tie it together on the side. I mean, you can take this idea and run with it. Do whatever you want with it. I'm not inventing the wheel. This way of doing it is just very, very simple. It's only put together with duct tape and glue. And so, yeah, no sewing involved or any of that stuff. Just super fun, super easy to make. And then here's the second one I made, which I'm still filling with, I have 4 zines on my desk right now that I need to put in here. So there's that. Okay, so let's get down to business, shall we? All right, what you're gonna need is duct tape. You're going to need score tape, or, I think you could probably just use glue. I use a combination of score tape and Elmer's purple glue, okay? So we're gonna need that. We're gonna need a pair of scissors for our duct tape. We're gonna need a ruler. No, we're not gonna need a ruler. I'm just using a ruler to show you what the size is. And you're gonna need 8 excuse me, 8 note card envelopes, okay? These are, you can either use the note cards that you have. I don't know about y'all, but I try to send out quite a bit of Happy Mail, and I really like to just put it into a cute little note card. And I get the note cards at a discount store for a couple bucks, and so then I have like a bazillion and one of them now. So use what you have. If you don't have that, you could always go online and search for an envelope template and then cut them out of scrapbook paper if you want, whatever the case is. Or if you have a Memory Keeper's envelope punch board, you can use that. I had said in a previous video, though, it's probably human error on my part, but every time I try to make multiple envelopes on the envelope punch board, they never come out exactly right, in which case your book is going to be wonky. So If you have mastered the envelope punch board, go for it, okay? I have not as yet. So I'm just using these note card envelopes. Now, these measure, it's actually 3 5/8, it looks about. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about 3 5/8, which, you know, whatever. I mean, you could always go 3 3/4 if you're making your own. By 5 1/8, okay? And again, you can make it like 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. That'll be fine as well if you're making your own envelopes. Now, when you open this up, see the zine, you know, can fit in here along with its packaging if the person sending it to you happen to package their zine in a certain way. So everything fits in there just really nicely, okay? It's just the perfect size, you know? And I like to have my stuff displayed. I don't know about you all. I first started out, I thought, oh, I'm just gonna put them in my Fobonichi, and then as I was receiving more and more of them and trading them and things like that, my Fobonichi started getting really thick, and it was hard to keep putting them in there. So then I thought, well, I really want to have a special place for them, so that way I can just, keep them all together, and I can display them on my shelf somewhere to look pretty. And I'm really sorry if you hear that like noise out back or whatever in the background. I cannot help it. I mean, they are trimming. We have like big trees on one side of our road. I live out in the country, and so they have this humongous, like, basically it's a vertical lawnmower and they drive down the road. It's for cutting groves, like avocado groves and mango groves, and they basically go down the street and like chop it all off, and it's just really noisy, but I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's get to this part, right? Because I don't want to be on here forever. Okay. You start with 2 envelopes, right? Again, you're going to need 8 note card envelopes. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to marry them together, all right? So you're going to put them together like this, all right? And you're going to glue this little flap on, okay? And I'm going to do that in just a second. I'm so sorry. I forgot to get my index cards, so let me get those real fast. And again, like I said, here I am. You can take this and, sorry for the shaking, and you can run with this, okay? You don't have to do it exactly this way. This is just a basic, easy peasy way of doing it, okay? You'll need index cards or scraps of paper if you want to make it a little more decorative. And these are just regular note cards, which are 3 by 5, I believe. 3 by 5, and I'll show you why we need these in a minute. Okay, so let's move this aside and let's get the trusty glue stick here. Okay, so you've married the envelopes together. Then you're gonna take this, the glue stick, right? And you could lick this and stick this, I suppose, because you're gonna be gluing it anyway. So whatever, you know me, I like doing things the hard way. So, and I usually use my brayer, but I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging anymore. So I'm not gonna get up and get it, even though it's on my desk, on my other desk right behind me. Anyway, okay, so there you have it, okay? There's your first little folder, all right? That can fit 2 zines into it, okay? Now what we're gonna, well, let's just go through all of these and marry them. Kiss, kiss, we are now married. Okay, whoops. Get in there now. You can't break up on me now. You just got married. Okay. I'm such a dork. I know that. I have to entertain myself though, you know? Okay. So those 2 are now happily married, and they shall be together forever. Because now they're stuck. Get it? Anyway, okay. Enough, Elizabeth. Don't quit your day job. Which I don't have for some reason. Anyway, okay. There's another pair, all right? And then I could have easily like done this ahead of time, but I know some people like to see you know, exactly how to do it and each little step. And so, yeah, so that's how I chose to do it. So, you know, if you want to fast forward to the end, go for it. Okay. If you want to see me, you know, do every little thing, including all my screw ups, then stay right where you're at. Okay. So I'm going to make this, what I'm doing is trying to line these up here so that when I do stick it all together, it's not all wonky. Okay. Again, sorry about the noise. Really, like, they didn't get the memo that I was taping this morning, apparently. And who the heck trims trees at freaking 9:30 in the morning? Well, I mean, I guess they do. Okay. And here is the last pair. Smooch, smooch, smooch. And I now pronounce you husband and wife. And now pronounce you married. Okay. Y'all gotta learn to deal with it. Live with each other, love each other, because now you're stuck for life. I don't call being married stuck, but anyway. Okay, so here we go. All right. Okay, so now we have our 4 sets together, okay? Now, what I did go ahead and do ahead of time is, okay, here's one, right? Here's the back of it. Here's the next one. Here's the back of it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take these two and we're going to stick these together like this, okay? And we're gonna do that for all of them until we have a book made. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm using a combination of score tape and whatever this stuff is called, glue. I have Lethologica this morning, which means the inability to find the word that you want to use. Gosh. I'm working on a headache too, so, anyway. But I really wanted to get this done because, you know, some people have been asking how I made them and have been wanting a tutorial. So here we go. Okay, so I'm using a combination of score tape and glue just to make sure that they don't come apart, you know, because that would stink after you put all this time and effort. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of glue on the inside of the other one that we're adhering it to. Oh, golly day. And now we have horns to boot. I'm so sorry. Gosh, I just really wanted to get this done today and I have no patience. So there ain't no wait until tomorrow for me. All right, my hands are shaky. So, okay, so we're going to stick these together, you know, trying our best to line everything up, all right? And then we're going to stick it down. Now, if I had my brayer with me, I would come over here and, you know, brayer this so that it's all nice and smooth. No biggie though. Okay, so now, right now, okay, see, we have 2 little pages, right? Okay, with 4 pockets. So we're gonna just keep on going with sticking our things together till we make our full book, okay? And again, please, 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 let me see, how am I doing this? Okay, take this idea and run with it. Again, I'm sure that I saw these things at some point in my life being made somewhere on YouTube or something. It's been so long now that I couldn't find a link if I tried. But you might be able to look up something like, you know, mini envelope album perhaps or something. I don't know. I just thought it was a real fun way to keep all of your zines in one place if that is what you desire to do, instead of, you know, keeping them in your, we're lining that up, keeping them in your Fobonichi or something like that. And I just think it's a fun way as well to use the envelopes, because some of the people, here we go for our last one, some of the people have really decorated their envelopes up super cute. Some of them have made their own envelopes. And so, yeah, it's just a really great idea. And if I haven't mentioned, which I'm sure I have, but it bears repeating, if you want to learn how to make a zine, head on over to Crafty Hodges. I'll put her link below. And she has a tutorial, very easy to follow tutorial on how to make the zines. And they just make such sweet handmade Happy Mail, you know. What I like about them too is you make one, you know. I mean, you can send them out to 50 people, but you make one original one. You just trust me. Go on over to Joanne's and she'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so here's this. Okay, so we're lining that up. We're lining that up. Okay. Now we are done putting our book together as far as that goes. Okay, so now we have this sweet little book, right? That has 2, 4, 6, 8 pockets. Okay, it holds 8 zines. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you will also need some washi tape. Okay, so I don't know. Oh gosh, I really should have prepared better. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, we'll just use this. No. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, poo. That's all I have to say right there. Just big poo. Okay, I really wanted to use some kind of like purplish. Oh, this is just a snafu right here going on. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're gonna just use this. All right, I'm not gonna go through every single page though. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do, or what I did, okay, is I take washi tape, and very similar to how we do on the edge of our Fauxbonichi books, I put a piece of washi tape. It covers up this seam so that it won't peel on you later, okay? So I just eyeball it. I put the washi tape about halfway down, okay? I cut it off, okay? And then I go to this side and I cut it right up close. Get off of there. I cut it right up close to the edge of the envelope. Just makes it easier without cutting the envelope. Okay, there we have it. And then I kind of stick it in the middle and then go out from there so that it smooths down, okay? And there you have it. You have a nice little edge, and these now won't, you know, peel apart. Okay, now for the binding on the spine, okay? Let me see. Oh gosh, okay. Checking the time. All right, so on the binding, what I use is regular duct tape, okay? This is from the Dollar Tree, all right? So we take our, you know, and we eyeball it. That's what I do. You could measure it if you'd like to. We take it, let me see, and we're gonna take sharp scissors. Now, duct tape goo gets on your scissors, so don't use your best scissors, but I would, you know, use a pair that you don't often use, perhaps. Oh, you know what I did before? Oh, I'm such a spouse. Oh, Elizabeth. Oh, gosh. Well, that ruined that piece. Okay, let's start again. What I did, I think, before is I did mark a line because it's just easier to see where to put your duct tape so that it's halfway, you know, like normal. I don't know. Lord knows I'm not normal, so I have to have some normalcy in my life. Okay, so let's try this again, shall we? Okay, we're going to take a little piece. Let's see, it's because we're gonna trim it off. No big deal. Okay, and you're gonna see it's probably gonna get stuck everywhere, and I'll just make a huge mess because that's my life story. But we're gonna get through this together. Okay, get off me. Okay, now that we have our line, all right, and I hope my head is not in the way, and I hope this is like where you can see it. Good grief. Okay, so we're gonna take this, we're gonna stick it right there on the line, okay? Now, you can do this a number of ways, but to avoid it sticking to itself, we are going to attempt together to possibly cut this right along the envelope, and it's very sticky. Okay, we'll clean that up in a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna take this one and we're gonna cut this one as well. Try to, I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, there we go. All right, so cut the edges off if you want. You can do it later. The only reason I did it that way is because once you fold this over, it could stick together. And when duct tape sticks together, it's very hard to get it off. Okay, so that original line I did on the other side wasn't exactly even in the middle. I don't care, you know, who cares? And there you have it. You are done, okay? You are done with your zine holder, your zine book, your zine mini album, whatever you desire to call it, okay? Right now, I'm just trying to clean up my edges a bit with the duct tape because, you know, you don't want it sticking to everything, so we're gonna do that. And we're gonna try to get the duct tape slivers off your fingers. Okay, let's go back over here. Okay, there you have it, okay? So that's it, all right? How simple is that? Super simple to put together. I forgot one thing, the use of these. Okay, here's the deal, all right? Inside each of these envelopes, because you're marrying the two together, there is going to be a gummy part right inside this flap here. There won't be one on this side because you didn't marry it on this side. You put the flap in on the left-hand side. So there's going to be the part where you lick and stick your envelope together. So you don't want that in there because you don't want your book sticking together, okay? Perhaps in the humidity or heat or whatever. So what I do is I just take an index card, but you don't have to use an index card. You can get all fancy, okay? You can get all fancy and you can cut out 3x5 pieces of lovely scrap paper that you know you have, and you can just stick that in there, okay? So I just put a little tiny glue on one end. That's all you need, okay? And then I kind of shimmy and shake this index card into here and glue it down, okay? Just like that, all right? That way, when you put your zine and your little special things in here, it's not going to get stuck on anything, all right? I hope that made sense. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take an index card and you're gonna put one on each of the left-hand side pages to cover up that little gummy glue spot, okay? Inside the envelope flap. So another index card here. Again, you do not need one on the right side because there is no gummy under there. And one on this side, okay? So you're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 index cards or pretty pieces of scrap paper, however you like. And if you use scrap paper, you can go ahead and put a piece on the left-hand side and also put a piece on the right-hand side if you want, okay? So there you have it. And then you take all your pretty little bits from either Happy Mail or stuff that you have in your stash and you build a little cover, you know? You make a sweet little cover for it any way you want. And it's just, here's the front, here's the back. It's just a super fun way to keep all of your zines together, which is what I wanted to do. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to make a zine holder. I guess that's what I'm calling it. Again, not inventing the wheel, and you don't even have to use these for zines. You can use them for anything you want, you know? It's just a cute little envelope mini album, I suppose. So anyway, yep, hope you guys were inspired to make your own. And don't forget to check out Crafty Hodges if you want to learn how to make your own zine. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for sharing your time with me.